I would like to show my appreciation to the Israeli security forces and IDF for a precise strike on 3 fronts. Yesterday, we took out Nasrallah's deputy. He was the main person in charge of the massacre of the 12 children in Majd al-Shams, and he's also in charge of the murder of many other Israelis. He is also in charge of the many attacks against Israeli citizens over the last 9 months. He was one of the most wanted terrorists in the world. The United States put a $5 million reward on his bounty for him. He was involved in the murder of 241 American soldiers and 58 French soldiers in Beirut in 1983. He was a key factor in the connection between Iran and Hezbollah, and he was in charge of the organization's missiles. Several days ago, when I visited in Majd al-Shams, where the terrible massacre took place, I saw the grief of the families whose worlds have been ruined, and I told my sisters and brothers, the Druze, we are brothers and sisters. We have a pact of life, and this pact is becoming even stronger in these days of grief. The murder of these innocent children just added on to the terrible ongoing suffering of our dear northern residents who have been expelled from their homes and whose homes have been struck, and we will not remain silent. We've closed our accounts with those who are against us, those who massacre our children, those who murder our citizens, those who put our country in harm's way will have to pay. Citizens of Israel, these are challenging days we are facing. Since the strike in Beirut, we have been hearing threats from every direction. We are prepared for every scenario, and we will be together, we will be determined against any threat. Israel will make anyone who is against us pay a very heavy price, no matter in which arena. Citizens of Israel, back in the first early days of the war, I said that it will take a long time and that it will require all of us to be patient. And I would like to reiterate that tonight. For the last few months, there's not been a single week when I have not been told, domestically and from outside the country, end the war. End the war because we have exhausted everything we can achieve and we cannot win it. I did not give in to these voices then, and I will not give in to them today. If we had given in to these pressures, we would not have taken out these leaders of Hamas and the many terrorists. We would not have destroyed Hamas infrastructure. They simply would have had them still remaining. We would not have taken over the Philadelphia corridor and the oxygen tube of Hamas that is allowing them to recover. We would not have created these conditions that are bringing us closer to an outline that will bring our hostages back, but will also allow us to achieve all the goals of the war, having all the hostages returned and destroying all military and governing capabilities of Hamas to make sure that Gaza will no longer pose a threat to Israel, and to bring our residents in the south and north safely back to their homes. All of these accomplishments that we have accomplished in recent months, we have accomplished because we did not give in, because we made brave, courageous decisions despite many pressures domestically and from outside Israel. And I want to tell you, it was not easy. I had to push back on a lot of pressure. But above all else, we have accomplished all that we have accomplished because our warriors, our soldiers in the IDF, in the ISA, in the police force, in the various security forces, they're not giving in. They are fighting like lions. They are determined to win. And I, together with the people of Israel, am backing them with great love and with great faith in the justice of our ways. We never forget the families, the bereaved families who have lost everything that was dear to them, the families of the hostages who are waiting for their beloved ones to return, and our casualties who have been injured and are fighting for their lives. Thanks to them and thanks to you, citizens of Israel, we will continue to fight together, and with God's help, together, we will reign victorious.